Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for a special, a talk show really about how shit Arsenal Football Club is really. Right? Yeah, trust the process. Lol. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Right, we're gonna hear about what Edu has had to say for himself, how he explains the transfer window, how he explains some of the shittiest decisions that have been made by Arsenal Football Club. Well, he likes to mention some of it, but he don't want to mention all of it. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. But obviously, like being Sky Sports and being usual journalists, they don't get to answer the questions that we would ask. So, but yeah, we're gonna hear about that. We're gonna hear about Arteta, and apparently there's like rumors that he could be out the door and Antonio Conte will be going in, and just why Arteta is still here. What is he doing here? Why hasn't he gone yet? That sort of shit. But yeah, so make sure to do smash the like and subscribe. So yeah, make sure you do that. It's really important. Before also as well, competition as well, right? I could lease this out. I could drop this. By the way, I could say it like if I really wanted to. New Man United shirt, Bruno Fernandes Man United shirt. Right, get that. Right, I will pick out one viewer in the comments. Obviously, a Man United fan. Right, didn't want to get it to anyone else where they'll burn it. But yeah, we'll be going. One Man United fan or like a fan will be picked out in the comments section. My could be this stream, it could be tomorrow, it could be next, it could be any point during from now till this coming Friday, uh, and you'll have the chance to win a Bruno Fernandes home shirt of this season. But we're gonna bring Vivian in. How are you?
Hello.
Hiya, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, sir. Have you had to hear what Edu's had to say for himself?
And yeah, and I'm wondering who put him up to that interview. Like, I listened to it this afternoon and I was wondering who put him up to this. Why? I would understand what he's saying, but he doesn't sound he doesn't sound believable. Like,
No, it doesn't sound very
he
confident what he's
doesn't.
saying, does it?
Yeah, he doesn't. And I'm just sad that he would have to be forced to do that interview to
Mm.
make his points obvious to everybody. And I wasn't buying his stories. I wasn't buying it. And I'm just sad that the Arsenal Football Club has come to this stage that it would have to come out and put up with in an interview that obviously nobody believes.
Yeah,
And it's just really
it's like
sad.
it's a rabbit being put up in the headlights a bit. It's like, what the hell am I here? And but I mean, by the look of it, it didn't seem believable. It didn't seem
Nah,
like he was convincing in his answers. Um, I love how he liked to mention something about the transfer window, like signing Gabriel Martinelli
yeah.
and Saka to new contract. Didn't want to mention about Xhaka or Chambers or Holding getting new contracts. Funny, he didn't want to mention that one.
Obviously,
Um,
because that's a sore subject for a lot of Arsenal fans, and I'm sure he didn't want to get the interview controversial, so he just deliberately skimmed over the
yeah,
top.
I'm more like that. They told the journalist you can't ask anything about that.
That kind,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it's they're
That's a sore
probably
topic for a lot of Arsenal fans. So he didn't want to go there.
yeah, it's more it's for me it's more they've said this is how much you can ask and we can't give you no more. Simple. So that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look very believable, and
He doesn't.
uh, for me, I think he's like, oh, this guy's got to go. Like Arteta's put, I'm now having to come out because Arteta is shit. Right?
Yeah, but Personally, before this interview, there were a lot of conversations around the fact that the signings are not Arteta's signing. But with this interview, it is so clear that most of the signings are Arteta's initiative, because I had a thought that okay, maybe Arteta didn't have a say in who he had to sign, and he was being forced to bring in players that were not confident, were not his players. But after that interview, I am 100% certain that Arteta has no business. He has to go. If I was on the
Yeah.
sidelines before, now I am fully Arteta out. I'm in the Arteta out camp fully.
This is what I've been saying. The guy is delusional. Like this guy has got no experience whatsoever in how to manage a football
None,
club. Right. So what
none.
makes you think he is going to be very manageable, um, in terms of how he comes, and how he operates in a football club, and like how he does transfers, how he does training, and how he does the tactics and the squad selection. Right through the club as a manager, he can't seem to hack it at all, and it's complete inexperience by Arteta standards. Right? He thinks he can do it as good as Pep, and I'm sorry, mate, you can't. Simple as that. Simple as that. I will just get to the comments just quickly. Uh, Josh FC1234, how are you? Yes, mate. Give it a shout out. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel on YouTube. It's really good. Go check that out, and it should be great Arsenal content to go check out there. Do you prefer the new stadium or the old Arsenal stadiums? Old one, Highbury, right? The only reason they do is there is because of his achievements as a player. That's a good point. That is a very good point. A lovely lady Vivian as well. So, yeah, that's a very good point as well. I do feel Arteta is there because as a player, and for me,
Now,
he might have experiences in Brazil as a technical director, but he's not any
I
good.
disagree though. If we're going to bring in sentiment into who should be at the helm of our affairs, look at Chelsea. Chelsea had their legend and they gave him the axe. So why are we allowing sentiments, cloud, and reasons at Arsenal? I keep
Well, to
on.
be
If Lampard could leave Chelsea, I do not think there's anybody big enough not to leave Arsenal. Come on, Lampard with all his achievements, when the time to for him to go, he was axed without thinking of whatever he has achieved, quote unquote, at the club. So it's clear that Adrian and Arteta, they have no business, and they should just leave before they plunge the club for that worse than we are now.
Oh, to be fair as well, as I feel that as with Edu is that for me, if you're gonna get in a proper guy with sentiment to the club, I would have bought in Mark Overmars. To be honest, I would have bought someone like Mark Overmars because he's got that experience as a good director of a football club. So that would have been my bet because Edu, he might have had a small experience in a team in Brazil, but that's Brazil, and this is the Premier League. This is this is like restarting your whole job experience at a massive, massive club. So, but at least Mark Overmars, as a technical director, has had that experience at a top club as a director. So that's who I would have gone for myself. Someone who could do that for us. Um, I mean, he's still at the minute at director of football at Ajax. Now, you can't really get much bigger than an Ajax in Netherlands football. So, yeah, well, I don't see why you wouldn't. Why you wouldn't go with Mark Overmars if you wanted someone with sentiment. That's it's Eddie is like just another part of this whole problem. And as much as we go on about Arteta, and we can moan about Arteta as much as we want, right? Because like Arteta is clueless. And we can moan about Edu because he's clueless. And who's the one who's at the top who put someone in charge in the first place? Stan Kroenke.
Okay. Ah.
Stan Kroenke. It all comes
That's
back to him.
why that's why I kind of most times when I see the Arteta out campaign and I'm like, okay, let me try and play the devil's advocate. Let's assume Arteta is sacked today and we get someone else. And then we have the same issues, like the same issues that are bothering
Mhm.
the club. It's not just about Arteta leaving the club. It's the fact that we have something eaten away from the inside. And if Kroenke doesn't leave, there is nothing. So most times it's like, okay, not really. Arteta might not really be the problem because Arteta might leave and we can get a Pep and still would have the same issues that we're still facing today. So I just feel okay. Yes, doesn't have a clue. He doesn't have an idea what he's doing, but still, I feel the issue we have is our owners. That is the number one issue first. But as it is now, there's no. We all know that the owners would not sell. We
Yeah,
know
the owners.
definitely they're not going to sell.
No, yeah, I mean, we've had this with Daniel Wick. I think that Daniel Wick thing's now gone and out the window. I think they've realised they ain't going to be able to buy. If they are going to buy Arsenal, it's going to bankrupt them to try and buy it. So that ship has sailed big
So yeah,
time. So for me, that like it's more like uh, that is the sticking point. It's like who do they sell to? It's more like saying that we could like right now by not turning up to games, not buying merchandise or
yeah, but
doing all this and all the other. But in the end, if no one's on the receiving end to sell the to buy the
to
to
buy
buy
the
the
club,
club,
yeah, we're in the same
then
ship.
what's the
Yeah,
point? The only positive thing I probably could come from that is that if you could say that if you put Arsenal in such a situation with this club, it's such a situation that they have to sell and sell at any price, then someone might be feasible
might
and
be able to buy.
might look like they want to come in and buy him to buy us. So because at the minute, the way we're sinking, the way we will sink towards the relegation zone, we will be a lot of Newcastle. The way it's going,
Yeah.
like
Um,
if
I actually do think our owners low-key want us to be relegated so they can fight their way back and get the money. That's what because that's the only thing
no,
that makes
that's
sense.
the thing, because like you could actually make more money by doing that,
Yeah,
but then
that's
there's
what
no
makes
guarantee.
sense.
But this is the thing: this is no guarantee to do that. But then
That
you're
we're
gonna
going to
lose
come back up.
half the squad's gonna go because you think Aubameyang's not gonna play in the championship.
Champion, yeah, you know.
Right? None of those players are gonna play in the championship, mate. So all of them are gonna go. Right? So
And what's the
if all
guarantee
of
we come back up?
yeah, so it's gonna make it even more difficult to be able to come back up because we literally have to buy basically a new squad. So if they think that's gonna happen, they're gonna be in for a real shock because them players aren't gonna stick around, right? If we're at the
If we're
bottom,
relegated.
like relegated. So there's no way they're gonna stick around whatsoever. But anyway, make sure to do smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. It's really important you do that. And Steve, are you out? Out big time. Uh, but I've been out since the first North London derby last season, mate. Big up. Hey Stephen, Vivian, one dislike. Well, done again for boosting the channel. Cheers. Uh, Smash the dislikes if you don't like us. Smash the likes if you do. 7 likes. Smash the likes. Edu could go to any Brazilian team because he won the Copa America with Brazil. Yeah, he could do, to be honest. He could do. He could piss off there, right? Anywhere but here would quite easily do, if you know what I mean. It's just that could quite easily do that, and I wouldn't bother one bit. I wouldn't mind one bit, but I mean, you see how far the club's fallen. I mean, we're going to games now. We've gone to what? We played the Champions of Europe and the Champions of England.
Of England, yeah.
And instead of going there like, oh, we've got a fight, we're like, now our season starts now. We've got them out of the way.
Nah.
What?
I look, you want us to lose next week. I know that's bad, but I actually do want us to lose to Norwich.
Well,
Maybe I don't know what that's going to do, but just maybe we just need a shock, like something to just shock us out from whatever it is. Maybe losing to
but
Norwich
even then,
might be that.
there's still fans out there that are sitting there like, oh well, if we lose against Norwich, then maybe I'm out. And I'm like, why have you not switched? Like, what more proof do you need? I say again, and every time like they've come out with a tweet or anything like that, I've literally said 3% possession at one
3, like
point
that was bad.
against City.
Oh,
And
that
when
was
I come up with
horrible.
that stats of that game, they have not replied one bit. They've never replied afterwards. They've just gone silent. And I'm like, you can't say anything against that, really, can you? You can't really just
Yeah,
say, well, we
that
didn't
was
have the
bad.
squad. Well, mate, we could have had the whole squad there. We still wouldn't have made a difference. Hey, it wouldn't have
That
made a
was really
difference.
bad. That
All
was
right, it
really,
may have
really
gone up.
bad.
Maybe I
Ah,
lied. Maybe it would have gone up to 6%. Yeah, like it would doubled. It would have gone to 6% or something. But like the fact that we're not even this. Don't
we're not
forget,
even
City.
trying.
14 years ago, City didn't even know who they were. Right, right. We were bashing him left, right, and
Ah,
centre for fun. Right now, all of a sudden,
we
they're
can't
bashing us
even
for fun, and we can't
for
even look.
fun.
Yeah, like
We're not even
honest.
making efforts. Like I went into the game. I wasn't optimistic about winning the game, but I did not expect we would just fall over so easily. It was so fucking easy. I was like, what am I watching? What is this? And then I saw the away fans clapping, and I'm like,
Well,
oh my
do you know
god, what
what?
is
I was
this?
doing I was doing an F1 watch along rather than doing the actual watch along myself. Right? And do you know what? Maybe I would have got loads of views doing that because I would have gone absolutely ape shit. But who cares? Right? But um in the end is like I couldn't possibly stand and watch that when I've probably got the F1 to watch, which is 10 times better. Right? I couldn't possibly do that. So maybe that's just me. But when I saw that game, or
Was
saw
so
it
sad.
back, I'm just like, that is where we're at now. We're now literally so bad that
Was so
even
bad.
the only reason, the only that like even Norwich, who are equal goal difference, have scored a goal. They've
We
scored a
haven't
goal.
even scored a goal.
Right.
And then
We've scored no goals. We have played
and
Brentford, by the way.
yeah, we have.
So
And I'm wondering, like, even when the tail end of Wenger's career, when we thought everything was bad, we didn't have it this bad. Like tail end of Wenger's
no, no, no,
career,
no.
there's some games we'll go to and I'm like, okay, we might not win this. And then but this feeling of hopelessness was never there.
Can I just
I
make a
can't,
point? Everyone that wants to go on about like it wasn't this bad on a Wenger, right? Don't forget the 6-3, the 8-2, the 6-0, the
but
five
the eight
ones.
we legit had excuses for those big defeat, like the 8-2, for example. Remember what happened then? The full squad wasn't bad, but still not making excuses for Wenger. Like I'm not making excuses, but I don't think we had it this bad. Like the feeling of hopelessness is
Why did
everywhere.
you think? But with all those embarrassing losses, why did you think we wanted him out? Because he was not the same.
No,
He
because
was not
Wenger
the
lost
same
it,
guy anymore.
and he was stubborn. He did not want to admit that he has lost it.
Yep,
But Arteta doesn't even. Arteta has never had it. At least
Arteta's never had it, but he thinks he has it. He's that
that's the
arrogant. He
problem.
thinks he has
He's
it.
that arrogant. He refuses to listen to logic that he doesn't know what he's doing. We at least we know
when
Wenger was good. At some
when
point,
he
he got
played
old.
when we played against Villarreal in both games, he did a false nine. A false
In the most
nine.
important game of his career, something he has never tried before, and he arrogantly went with a
Because he
formation he has
prepared for it the
never.
night before.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating. I think that is frustrating. And he thinks he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't know what he's doing. And I know he's not listening to anybody telling him that, dude, come on, you don't know what you're doing. Because it's clear that he doesn't know what he's doing. But uh, man, Arteta has to leave, man. He has to leave. That is the only way to salvage what is left of the club. If at all anything is worth salvaging, he has to
Arteta
leave.
is similar to Terry Neal at the end of his time at Arsenal. Mate, Terry Neal and Donnell, and they were bad. They were bad. Like we were 14th, 15th. They were bad.
We
We're
can't even
talking that
score.
bad. That
I don't know
we
what the
can't even
problem
create.
is.
We can't even create to score. Like let them score. We can't even create to score.
I don't even know what the
Like,
problem is. Is it that the players they've lost the zeal to play under him, or they
what
just
do you expect?
this is their own form of
What do you
silent
expect?
protest? I don't
The
even know.
what I mean, what do you expect? Like when you get like when you buy all the guides and then you hear certain fans, and by the way, this is on YouTube, by the way, you can check the video out. Like when they said he's bet like he's clear of Smith Rowe, he's clear of blah, 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 blah. I think it was what did he say? Yeah, he's clear of Havertz, he's clear of yeah, yeah. That I could go a lot further than here, but that one really says it in itself. How deluded sometimes this fan base is. You're saying Odegaard's clear of Havertz, like no,
Nah.
no, it's like no, mate. That
I
honestly,
personally didn't
mate,
like the
shut,
Odegaard
shut up.
signing.
Honestly, shut up and sit down. Honestly, mate, the guy should not allowed to be on YouTube again. Honestly, like how you said that on camera is
You have to hand it over
disgraceful.
to our fan base. We are the most
Yeah,
deluded
you have just
fans
told the
in the
world
world.
we are the most deluded fan
We
base on
are. We
planet
are.
Earth. I
I saw a YouTube link on you on. I think they were comparing. I think it's this guy Gwendozi
oh
and
yeah, join
Terry
Marseille, innit?
also, and I was like, how can our fans even compare these two players? I get the fact that you want to support your players, but come on, this guy is miles ahead of Gwen. You shouldn't do this. And we have some funny comparisons I see on YouTube, and I just shake my head. I'm like, nah, our fans are really deluded. Really, really deluded, man. I think if we lose, we can maybe at the time I get the sack. But on the other hand, I don't think I want us to lose. I don't think I can stand the humiliation of losing 4 games in a row. But I think for the greater good, it might be better if we just lose and Arteta gets sacked. And then he gets sacked. Who's replacing him? That's the problem. Who are we going
Yeah,
to
who
get?
are we replacing him with? That's the point. Like,
Who are we going to get? There's nobody. If only we
well,
had gotten no
yeah,
the Spurs. I really I wanted Nuno Espirito so badly. I really wanted him at Arsenal. I don't know why nobody else, none of my friends. I just felt he was going to do good, and I'm just sad that he's gone to Spurs. Anyways, even if Ateta is sacked today, what are we going to get? There's nobody I think that would want to come to Arsenal with the results and the players we currently have. So that's another
yeah,
problem. So I'm guessing that's what they're thinking. So they'll be considering, okay, you sack Ateta who's coming in, who's going to come in and try to change the situation of the club immediately. yeah,
that the club's in a mess. I mean, like
we
I
are.
mean, when you sit there and you've backed 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 the team so much that you because obviously you love the club, and when you see it to a point where rival fans, and I even had Tottenham fans do this, by the way, have got to a point where they're not even bantering you anymore.
You know,
They're not even bantering you anymore, right?
ah,
That is when,
it's
like,
bad.
you know it's bad because they actually think it's like sometimes
It's
bullying,
sad.
right? For like because they know like you're putting them down even further, right? So they actually feel guilty for it. That's how low it gets. It for me. It's gone to a point where like the longer it carries on, the longer we're to it's like for every year it carries on, for every 2 years, it's going to take to
It's
get
going
back.
to take more time to get back up. Yeah.
And I don't see this club uh, going to, going to a change anytime soon. Arsenal's just no
Yeah, I think
Steven Gerrard's going to one place if he's going to the Premier League. We all know where that is.
we all know
So
we all know what Gerard is going to. Just like saying Henry is going to come back to the Premier League and go to some other club. Or if Gerard comes back,
yeah,
we all know where he's going. Nah.
we all
So
know
Gerard
where
is
he's
not an
going.
option. But
So
I think that if we don't arrest the situation now, if Arsenal, it is going to be more difficult to come back up because as it is now, I'm certainly going the way of Newcastle. Everybody is going to build, and then you
it
can
is.
sense the silent rebellion from the players. Even the players themselves, they all want to abandon ship. The other day, I saw the tweet from
If it's
um
is it that bad? Would you actually want to have Big Sam as a manager?
nah. It's not that bad. Nah, never. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I'm not even lying. It is probably that bad. It is
Nah, but
probably that
not
bad.
Big Sam. Come
He
on,
is
not Big Sam.
no, no, mate. Like that. At least he can get proper stats in a
Nah,
game.
Big Sam. Come on, nah.
No, trust me, that's not my choice. Trust me, it's not my
Sam.
choice. I,
Ah,
it's not my choice. By the way, I did do I did do I did mention a tweet about this. By the way, I'm going to share a tweet that
Big Sam. Nah.
I came up
Instead
with.
of us to go for Big Sam, I think we should go for the Chelsea guy. Sorry,
Oh, um,
I think I prefer Sorry than Big Sam.
let me try and look at the tweets I put. Oh yeah, look here you go. If we just, I'm just gonna share. I'm just gonna share it. Like, by the way, everyone knows how Ty feels about like Big Sam, right? Like, this is Ty's reaction when Sam Allardyce replaces Mikel Arteta
Exactly.
as
Like no Big
manager.
Sam.
Will
No, come on.
Operation Relegate Allardyce be in full effect?
Nah, like that's my reaction to not Big Sam. Anybody but I would rather be relegated. I'm serious. I would rather be relegated than have
That
Big Sam.
it
Nah,
could be that or that, innit?
I would rather be relegated 2 times than have Big Sam. Nah, and I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans share this sentiment too. I'm pretty sure a
uh,
lot of Arsenal fans share this sentiment too. Not Big Sam.
anyway,
We still have our pride. Come on, nah.
um, let's have a look. I trust. Yeah, of course you trust the process. You're a Spurs fan. What do you expect? I just watched Sky Sports News interview Edu, and he said he understands the fans are annoyed by we
Oh,
sign these players to get a balance in the team, and he believes in Arteta. Is he is he an arsehole? Well, yes, he is. But there you go. Big up, Luca. How are you? Luca, where are you? Right? Honestly, where are you? Let's be having you, honestly. You ain't getting Conti deluded. Uh,
oh.
hey. Look, just because you lot can't get him, don't mean we can't. Alright, to tell that to the media since they keep saying it. Um, look. Well, I will actually bring up some news about that. Actually, now this is press talk, so this could be just a flash in the pan. But apparently, like to some sources, Arsenal agree in principle for experienced boss to replace
Yeah, I saw
Mikel
that
Arteta.
too. Yeah, I saw it too.
Arsenal have reportedly agreed terms in principle with Italian boss Antonio Conte as Mikel Arteta struggles to get Gunners' season up
I
and
hope it's
running.
true.
The Gunners sit bottom of the Premier League with 3 defeats, and after 3 games, they are yet to score a goal. And all the questions are starting to ask about Arteta's credentials. The Spaniard could only manage 8th place in last term after winning the FA Cup in his first season. Now, according to Todo Jarvis, Arsenal are already making moves behind the scenes to replace the 39-year-old. Firstly, though the Spanish source are far from a uh, reputable outlet, so the latest talk could well be make believe. But they report that former boss Antonio Conte was contacted a little over a week ago after Arsenal's first 2 Premier League defeats. Uh, Premier. So like they do mention that this lot cannot like may not it might be just a flash in a pan news. It might just be fake news.
I hope
But
it's not fake.
well, yeah. Uh,
I really hope.
but then people are also saying like Arsenal board already know Mikel Arteta's replacement if Edu has to make sacking.
That's why I want us to lose. Maybe if we lose, then something would have to give. Although there's no guarantee this is real news. Well, if there's a chance that Ateta would leave if we lose, man, I'm up for us losing to Norwich, like for the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good. So you know what I mean. Um, um. So yeah. Anyway, so let's have a look. Don't tell the media keep saying that Big Sam is perfect for use. Uh, I didn't actually, did I? No, I didn't. No, 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 I haven't got
Honey
that.
papers by force.
They can see the full messages, anyways. Steve, mate, you believe the Sun newspaper backwards newspaper. Hey, I don't believe the Sun, by the way, but bullshit.
We know it's not
Uh,
true, but
their powder's their nose is definitely not dry on that one, definitely. Like their nose definitely gets fucking longer the day with every day that passes the sun, don't it? Like they got a nose longer than Pinocchio, mate. Um, they're always talking bullshit. So yeah, yes, like I said with Arteta, there could be moves going on, but um, right, Wenger firm on Arsenal return.
yeah, no,
As
I
he was
think
not.
Wenger was taking a dig at us with that his interview, and I didn't like it with the undertones of his interview. I just felt he was
Yeah,
probably mocking us a bit.
Mikel Arteta has Arsenal in good shape.
That's what a rival, that's what a Tottenham fan would say, or a West Ham, not Wenger.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
felt so
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. I need to do this, and this is why I never wanted you there. This is why you had to go. You're deluded. Right? Do me
That
a
was
favor,
wrong.
mate.
You
Right?
shouldn't have said that.
Right? If you'd loved the club, you would have never put us in this situation because you would have let us go. Right? You would have sacked us. You would have gone after the
But in
FA
his
Cup
defense,
in
in
2014,
Wenger's
15.
defense, he wanted to win. You know how it is when you've tried something for a long time. So I get, I'm a Wenger fan. Probably that's why I'm a bit biased. But I get that he really wanted to win one European Trophy before he left. That's why he kept on dragging, even when he knew he had lost it. So I'm a Wenger fan. So I'm going to be really biased when I say Wenger had only good intentions. Probably he came about it the wrong way, but he had good
Yeah,
intentions.
but then when you start attacking the fans because they don't believe in you anymore, because they realize you're not having a go, and you start. And most
Ah,
of them still were loyal to him, and you're having a go at them. Like, what the fuck? Right? So, nah, for me, like, if you knew what was, it's like for Sir Alex Ferguson. Alex Ferguson could have quite easily stayed on the next season because he won the title, and he probably would have won
now
the
he
title
he
next
left
season.
when the vision was the loudest. That was the
Yeah,
best thing Mike Ferguson could have done.
but he left, so he knew his time was up. He knew he couldn't build another squad, especially with the
But
Glazers
he
the way they
left with a
were.
trophy.
But he
He
left.
left
He
with a
left.
trophy.
That's what
Wenger
I'm
wanted
saying.
to do that, but he didn't.
He
That's why he
did.
kept
He had
on.
two. He had two opportunities. He had two for 2013, 14, and 14 and 15. He could have gotten up on a high with the FA Cup. There was no way he was going to win the league again. No way. Right?
That's
He bought a
true.
goalkeeper the next season, and he didn't buy a striker. He said, "We got Yaya Sanogo."
No, don't remind me of your yesterday ago. But Wenger
Right?
has really had some
Right.
really bad
A retired
decisions,
postman.
man.
Right? The
Ah,
guy who would much rather be a postman than a footballer. Right?
no, now
We were
come to think
relying
of
on
it,
him.
Wenger had some really bad decisions.
Yeah.
Lundstrom.
Been watching Soccer Aid and got to say Rooney's crap. That's why he's not playing anymore, mate. Edu's saying on Sky Sports today, you have no target for the season.
Oh, he said we were building. We are building. Oh
We
God.
have
See,
no
ah,
target. So once we finish 20th, mate. Once we finish 20th, what
who
happens?
advised him to do the interview? That person doesn't like him because there was no need for
Like
that interview. Ah,
like let's wait until all our squads back together. So mate, at what point was Partey going to make a difference against Man City? We put our strongest 11 out. What difference would it bloody made if we were still got battered? Because this manager, if you saw it
he's
tactically,
clueless,
was inept. He was clueless.
clueless.
At certain times, they could just pass it from the goalkeeper to the attacker, not the midfield, the defense to the attacker.
Ateta needs to go back to school because even his man management
No,
issues are
Arteta.
zero.
No.
How
Arteta
he's managed
needs
to alienate everybody in the team.
Arteta. What Arteta needs to do
Ah.
is to like as soon as he gets with like goes back to Spain, he hands in his managerial CV. Right, he tears up the managerial CV. He never manages a football club ever again. Don't put another club through this pain.
True what to
Right?
another.
No. Leave it. Don't do it. You're not good enough. Just don't bother. Don't bother. Right? Because you're
And
clueless.
then I look at some decisions he's taking as regards some of our players, and I'm
I
wondering like,
I can guarantee you in 2 years' time, he will manage some second-rate team, struggle to get him promoted, right, into like La Liga or something, and we're gonna be sitting there like, why the hell did we employ
did we
him?
have that? Yeah.
Yeah, we had that. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Edu,
I
get
still
out.
think we used sentiment in getting him
We
initially.
found his. We
Although I
found
was
his level.
among
We beat West Brom. We beat West Brom 6-0, and that was their reserves. So at their first team, that's three
exactly
0 So that's so, so that's their level.
that interview, just the little morale Arsenal fans had for the season. Me, anyways, that interview just completely lowered. I'm just like, you know what, this season,
This
let's
is
just hope
like
not to get relegated. Like,
buckle up. It's like buckle up, ready for the ride.
it just completely, I don't know. And I'm seeing some people on Twitter actually saying the interview was honest. It was honest. It was open. I'm like, what's that? What's honest? What's that?
What do you watch?
Like, I've spent almost the past
It's
two
about as
hours
honest as catfish.
ranting at people saying that was an honest interview. I'm like, what are you saying? Honest? This is not a reality show. We don't need honest. What is honest? That's an honest interview. Way to go.
Mate,
I'm
there's
like, what
like
is this?
look, it is about as honest as someone who's having a gun pointed at your head saying, say this or you're dead. Say it. Oh yeah, I'll say this, but I don't actually really believe it because if I say it, don't say it, I'll get my brains blown out. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's like Yeah,
I'm sure he didn't even believe himself.
we don't really have a target this season. The
Like
pressure is
we're rebuilding and
we're building like
oh
got
my,
young players. You know what I mean? How the hell, as
uh,
Arsenal fans, you're supposed to get any confidence about this season if
exactly,
you're
like
coming out with crap like
like
that?
no,
Have you seen
whatever
this?
hope I had this season is completely gone because I'm like, oh god, oh these
I've
people
been
don't even know
saying
what they
this.
are doing.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it, right? And yet people still believe in the bullshit. Uh,
Like I said earlier this season, let's just hope not to get relegated. That's our target this season.
oh
We
fucking
don't get
hell, Jesus
relegated.
Christ! So we're basically doing a Big Sam, aren't we? We're praying we're not getting relegated. Fuck it, let's get Big Sam in then. Fuck it. He's
Nah,
got
it's not
experience.
nah.
He's got experience in this field. You know what I mean?
I and the rest would rather get relegated and be in the second division than have Big Sam. Man, I pray I'm not going to ever witness that in my entire life. I pray I don't get
Uh,
to see Big Sam at the helm of affairs. I'd rather take Mourinho at Arsenal than Big Sam. I would rather take Jose Mourinho at Arsenal than Big Sam. I'd rather take who is the worst person? I'd rather take Drogba at Arsenal than Big Sam.
yeah.
Never.
Wow. Jesus. Uh.
I don't think
Uh.
it's that bad. I still think there's something that can come out from this whole
Anthony. Get
season.
Anthony. Before. Look, I know it's the FA Cup, but if Arteta's still here, I'm gonna get you tested for drugs. I I am literally getting you tested for drugs. If Arteta's still there, we ain't winning no FA Cup.
We're not winning
I
anything.
no,
Yeah.
and I don't want him to win the FA Cup. To be honest,
I don't want him
I
to win. I there was a poll on
if
Twitter
he
I saw,
wins,
was it 2 days
if he
ago?
if he wins the FA Cup, could you imagine it?
We
Jesus
will never
Christ,
hear the last of it.
We'd never get him out. We'd
N-
never get him out. Never. We'd never get him out.
Arteta is just focused on building his managerial portfolio than bothered about if you saw how happy he was. I saw a press conference he made after the Community Shield win that he's been at the club for less than 6 months and he's won a trophy. So he's just bothered about winning trophies for his own CV, not about the club. And if we make by a mistake, we just find our way one way or the other in the final of the FA Cup and make a mistake and win the FA Cup. Arteta is not leaving us now. He's going to die there.
Not me. Bring on Big Sam. Anyone is better than Arteta. This is what some
Uh,
Arsenal fans feel. It's like anyone but him. Anyone but
exactly.
Arteta. Anyone but Arteta. Anyone but Arteta. I'll take. Look, mate. I'll fucking fill in my form, right, and send it off to Arsenal because apparently you don't need any experience. You just need a good presentational skills. So if that's the case, then mate, fuck it. Let's go for it. I'm gonna
Wait,
sign up.
so I have a question, though. Unai didn't have this worst start. So why then was Unai told to leave? And then Arteta with this
That's
horrendous
the
result is still there.
That is the thing, right? You know, that everyone wanted Emery gone after losing three
No, we
games.
all wanted him gone. Yes, I'm not going to
Yeah,
deny I was Emery out. I was
yeah.
Unai out.
Let's
And I'm
let's.
ashamed.
He lost only 3 games. We've already lost 3 games in this season.
Yeah,
We're
so I'm
now three
wondering,
games in.
going by the same logic,
We've got to win
Unai
every
out.
game to make it a better record.
So I'm wondering, okay, so if they were able to sack Unai and bring in Arteta, why can't they see that Arteta's had a worse run and then sack Arteta too? Why do we have to cry and do
I
all these
know,
things and they can't still see the fact that Arteta has to go?
I
And
know.
I really wanted Unai, but if I can see what other, just at least Unai had some kind of pedigree and he's had the experience. Arteta has nothing, and he's too arrogant to admit the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing. With
Get Big
Unai, we
Sam.
had an idea of what Unai was trying to achieve, although he was
Get
too slow.
get Big
But with
Sam
Arteta,
in.
we don't even know. We don't even know.
get Big Sam in just so I can see Ty lose the plot. I'd love to see that actually. I would.
Nah,
I would do it just for
Big
that.
Sam.
So we're
Nah,
doing April Fool's Day. Big Sam's taking over Arsenal, and we get all
nah,
the
he can't.
journalists to report it all at once. That Big Sam, we get a picture of Big Sam with the Arsenal shirt, like, and getting tagged to it. It said he's taken over, mate. That all even Fabrizio's tweeted about it, and he's see a Fabrizio tweet confirmed, and make him believe it throughout the whole day, and then at the end of it, just goes, "By the way, jokes." Like that would be a proper April Fool's Day. That would, I'd jump in on that. I'd tag everything to him to that. Hey Steven, should we get Piers Morgan in to replace Arteta?
No,
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 no, no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no. Let's leave that one there, shall we?
Nah,
Yeah,
please.
nah. With let's leave that there.
Morgan, really? No, please don't
No,
even go there.
no,
Don't even
I'm
go
not
there.
going
But
there.
I
I'm
would
not
rather
going
be relegated to the fourth. Nah, nah, nah. Morgan, really? Nah.
Well, that tells you how much everyone doesn't like Morgan. So let's leave that one there, right where it is right now. So yeah, oh, just watching Ronaldo's skills against Arsenal as usual. There you go. But Big Sam's first signing, more pay.
We are not getting Big Sam. End of. We are not
Can you
getting
imagine?
Big Sam.
Big Sam buys more pay as well. And it's just no, you put the Fabrizio tweet and also
We are
Fabrizio.
not getting him. End of.
Big
Let's not
Sam,
even have that.
Big Sam has agreed a deal with personal terms and a deal with Brighton for Neil Maupay to come in
Nah.
as he's
To do
coming in as
what?
Arsenal manager. So I would lose it. He would
To
lose
do
it.
what?
Get AFTV to do a special interview straight as on that day. It's just like him lose the plot. He'd be losing the plot. I'd
Nah, we're
love
not
it.
getting Big Sam. Let's
I'd
just not
love
let
it.
let's not even think of it. We're not getting Big Sam. We'd rather stay with
Oh
Arteta
mate,
and Arteta can drag
honestly,
us down
it'd be so.
than get Big
Alright,
Sam.
hang on. Get to sort his mic out first. Right, you sorted your mic out yet?
Big up, big up.
Right, like mate, you got a light? We can't see you.
Can't see. I'm in a
Got a
taxi.
lighter?
Mate. I'm in a taxi.
Got a
Mate.
lighter?
What
Okay.
light, Stephen? What light, Stephen?
Yeah, like honestly, what you on about?
Big up, big up. How are you two, man?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Yeah. So, what do you make of like the Edu situation?
You know what? I haven't really seen much about it, but what Edu actually came out and actually said, I think it's a load of rubbish, to be honest. Saying
Yeah.
that he thinks he's saying that where we're actually going to finish in the league, and I just think it's rubbish.
Yep.
Edu is the problem. Yeah, he's one of the problems, and he needs to go. He needs to go. We need to get rid of him and bring someone like Overmars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stephen,
Well,
you bought the
this is what I
shirt.
said.
You bought the shirt.
Before anyone jumps the gun about buying the shirt, right? I'm gonna let you into a little secret here, right? Unlike you, where you're hang on a minute, right? Unlike you, who put your money in the club by buying it off ArsenalDirect.com, right? Me, I bought it off eBay, and it cost me 20 quid.
To be
So
fake.
the mug, no, it's not fake. It's fucking official. I can go get the fucking plate now if I wanted to, right? I can get the receipt, right? And in that 20 quid, I didn't just get the replica, I got the authentic match edition, which is skin tight, right? Which is over 100 quid. He put 100 quid in the club. I didn't. I put 20 quid in him.
Yeah, but
I still haven't spent nothing on the club.
£65.
Yeah,
My
but you
kit
spent
cost
it
me
all on the club.
£65.
But you spent it all on the club.
Well, you still bought the shirt though.
You gotta love eBay. Anyway.
Edu's the problem, man. He's the problem.
Yeah, he's the problem, man. He's always been the problem. He always will be the problem.
He will
Simple as that. And it just shows he's about as clueless as Arteta is, and that is why him and Arteta both need to go with him, they're like a duo. They need to both just fuck off. Right? Both of them. One goes to Brazil, one goes to Spain. Bye, I miss you already. Stay there. Don't come back. Don't come back. Right? I do. You've tarnished what you've done as a club, as a player. Go away and just live with yourself.
But I think
Because
if Arteta leaves and Edu doesn't leave, the issue is still there. We still have the same issues we're facing now.
they are this.
So all three of them should go and never come back.
Oh, to be honest, you could say Vinay, Edu, Arteta, all of them. They all need to go. Right? It's
Well, yeah,
rotten
they
to the
do,
core. You can
100%.
tell. Right? You can see it's rotten to the core. From this club, top to bottom, and right, and I don't care about like if we haven't got the squad yet or anything like that. That's not gonna make a difference to me, right? The guy is clueless tactically, and if he's clueless tactically, you could put 11 Cristiano Ronaldo's or 11 Messi's on that pitch. If he cannot,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
if he cannot as a manager get them to play as a team, there's no
We're going.
point to it.
There's no
There's
point. Yeah.
no point, right? You'll get individual brilliance, but you will not get what you asked for, and you will still end up finishing 8th, 10th, wherever. Because teams that work as a team and play better and work better, like even your Burnleys, for example, right? They'll beat them. They'll beat them. Because what happens if that Messi has an off day and Cristiano has an off day,
You don't
right?
know that. Anything can
You're gonna
happen.
need to,
Ronaldo probably could have off days, Stephen.
yeah, but like, come on, mate. Like Ronaldo's gonna do bits, right? You see the way guy looks after himself, mate. That guy's gonna
Yeah.
wreck it. He is gonna absolutely wreck it, right? That guy's getting top golden boot by a mile.
Now, I don't think he's going to have it very easy with the
Yeah.
defenders in the Premier League.
No,
Don't
I
forget,
don't
he's
think
not
he
he's
will.
not as young as he used to be. He's the defenders are definitely going to be faster than he is now. So I don't think he's going to have it very easy
Yeah,
on
but
current form. Nah.
I still think he will still
But he
blitz.
would score. Yeah, he's going to score, but not like as
He
easy
plays
as he
more of
scored in La Liga.
he plays more because he plays more as a striker now than he did back when he was at his first term at Man United. But yeah, I feel with Ronaldo do bits, but that's the least of my worries because with Arsenal,
Mhm.
I see
We
nothing
have
getting
more
better
things to worry
anytime
about.
soon. Yeah, like we want to banter Man United, we're nowhere near them to banter them. We're nowhere
Oh,
near
yeah,
them.
definitely.
Absolutely nowhere near them. I mean, I love to have a joke and I laugh every now and again, but to be honest, we shouldn't be. Right? We shouldn't like we can't even banter with.
We cannot ban any club currently now.
Well,
Let's just
no,
pray.
unless you want to banter Norwich, which is not really worth
Norwich has
anything.
even scored a goal. We haven't scored, so
Yeah, that technically we're 20th, so we can't banter any club. So
No, we can't
like,
really banter anyone. So.
no, we can banter West Brom because we beat them again 6-0. So that's about it, really. Right? I know Ty was doing that last time we played West Brom, but you know what I mean? Like Operation
Yeah.
Renegade Saladdice, whatever it fucking was. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hence to like, but yeah.
But will we beat Norwich, though?
I don't
Um,
want us to beat
Burnley.
Norwich.
I think
I
we'll beat.
don't want us. I want us to, but we ain't going to.
How do you know that? What makes you say that? Because
Because
the players think they're not playing under the manager.
these players don't play for him. If anyone sits there to me and says those players play for him, you're talking out your ass.
Yeah, they don't. I said it because there's something off about their body language. Like they're not even
They're not
bothered.
interested. They're not interested.
Yes.
They're so delusioned with the way Arteta plays his football, his
Yeah.
style of play, his pattern of play, his the way he sets the team up, the way they move forward, the way they defend. They're like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we listening to this joker? We've won more than
Did
this
you
guy.
watch when Lacazette came in when he was subbed into the game? You could see you could read his body. He wasn't even
Wasn't even interested.
gingered on. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, this guy
Wasn't
doesn't even want
interested.
to play.
He
He doesn't
wasn't
even want to
interested
play.
one little bit. And it really, and do you know what? It gets to a point now. Why is that? Right? As much as you want to get pissed off at the players, but why is
Yeah.
that? And it stems from the manager. Right? If they're not if the manager's not setting them up right, of course they're not gonna be interested because they ain't gonna be set up right and they ain't gonna win games. So why would they be interested? Right? No one can sit there and tell me that this club at any point is looking like a
It
club
reminds me. It reminds me of Leicester. After they won the league. You notice the players just lost the zeal to play for their coach.
they're down tools, didn't they? So
They completely
it's
didn't
kind of
want to
like,
play for him anymore.
do you know what I said, do you know what? I even said it last season. I said last season they're down tools, but like no one wanted to believe that. So, I think everyone believes it more now. They can see it very clearly that these players don't want to play for him no more.
Yeah,
No, they
Uh,
don't. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I just look at it right, and I feel why they're not looking at it of sacking Mikel Arteta. Like they need to sack him. They need to, these players don't want to actually play for them anymore, Steve. And then they need to sack Arteta and realise we need to get our football club back where we want to be, Stephen. We want us to be back in the top four. We want us to be competing. This manager is killing our legacy.
he is.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's, but it's. I don't expect where you think it's going to change, mate, because it ain't going to change.
No, and
It
this man,
ain't.
people say, I'm
While
not
this
being funny,
manager's
but
in
our
charge, it
fan
ain't going
base,
to
right?
change.
People actually say that Mikel Arteta has been given 5 games. I'm sorry, no. Because if he can win that Norwich and Burnley game, he's going to
He's lost signal.
be like,
He's,
he saved his job and won like 6
He's
games on the
breaking up.
trot. Huh?
uh, you're
I think
breaking
the
up,
signal
man.
is bad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Steven, have I lost signal?
Yeah. Yeah. You're losing
Yeah,
signal,
you're
man.
breaking up.
Yeah, middle road, please. Steve,
Anyway.
Steven, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah, we can
breaking
hear
up.
you. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now. Right. For now. Oh, it's just. It makes. Do you know what? Sometimes it just makes me laugh. Honestly, it makes me laugh. There's like some of these jokers that have sat there all this time and giving it this shit on Twitter, like trust our tenor, trust the process. No, 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 no. Right, if you don't like, you don't back Arteta, you're a Spurs fan. You all this shit, yeah. What are you saying now? Say now.
If I hear
All
that
this,
trust the
I s-
process one last
amount of
time.
so honestly, the amount of people I have heard this. Well, you might want to hear it a bit more because this is actually called trust the process. These people are now turning against him because now everyone's shifting towards the out. They're going like, "Oh yeah, I'm Arteta out. I'm with them now." So like, yeah,
Oh, wow.
what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? Right? I thought you were Arteta in. I thought you loved Arteta.
Yeah, we
Come
all
on.
love Arteta. We all wanted him to do well. I personally wanted him to do well, but I'm not going to hide my mouth and say that he has disappointed me. And I don't want to hear that phrase, trust
Mate,
the
I wanted
process anymore till he leaves. I'm
to
tired. I
what?
don't want to trust any process. I don't even know the process I'm supposed to trust. I don't even know what his process is. He should just leave so we can try to repackage the remaining club
It don't
and know what
exist.
we should do with it.
It doesn't exist. As I watched as Lee probably tried to explain himself the other time on TFT the other time, is that he quite easily said and that it's basically like a buzzword. It's basically buzzwords. right? It makes you believe that shit that it's actually there in your brain. It's not actually happening.
Yes.
It doesn't actually make it makes you believe that there is something that they're doing, like a process, but it ain't. It's marketing. It is marketing. That's what it is. It's sales. It's selling you a dream that's not there. Like it's selling to you. We've got this process at Arsenal to make them great. You've got to back us, right? And these dumbasses that are probably about 13, 14 years old on these accounts, they've never seen Arsenal fans. They've never seen Arsenal win anything like a league title in their life. They've never seen Arsenal in its glories, in its glory years. So all they know is this crap. So I actually feel sorry for them in a way because they only know this level. This is why they probably accept this level, right, as Arsenal standards. And now that's why they've been spelling this shit. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the process, right? So now they're all coming and saying, "Oh no, we can't trust the process anymore. We're now Arteta out." It's very very funny because like you're telling us you had to back the process if you had to be an Arsenal fan, and you had to back the process because like this was acceptable for Arsenal's level at the minute. Well, where are you? Where are you at? Where are you all at? You've all gone quiet, right? If you guys are saying all this, right, and you're watching this, DM me please, right? The Twitter link's down
No,
below.
I don't think we still have any more Ateta in fans, anyways. I don't think they are much.
No,
If they were, if,
they're gone. They're slowly dying out, mate. They're a dying breed, right? These these AKBs, Arteta knows best. They're gone.
no,
They're
I don't
gone.
think we have anyone because there's nobody in their right senses that would look at this rubbish as not explained and actually tell that there's a process to be trusted, because I don't even know what process is. You look at Chelsea and you can understand that, okay, yes, you can see
Sorry,
where
on mute.
he's taking them to. You look at Man United, and even though Ole might not have a clue as to what he's doing, you understand that, okay, this is the picture Ole has for the club, even though he doesn't know how to get them there. You can see Ole's picture. You look at Arsenal, I don't even know what Arteta's picture, what Arteta's plan is. Like, we're just all over the place. I don't even know what he's just focused on buying only defense, and I'm wondering, is that what he went to learn at Man City? Is that what he learned under Pep? Because he just focused on buying just defenders. It
All right,
makes me
go
wonder
on mute,
if
mate.
probably he thinks defense is our only problem. Okay, fine. He's bought with all the defenders he's bought. We still considered 9 goals in 3 games, and we haven't even been able to score a single goal. You don't even know what this process we're supposed to trust is. So I'm wondering when people say trust the process. I'm like, what is the process?
There is
What?
still, there is still. Don't worry. I think he's
Don't even
starting.
want to go there. Terry, nah.
I think Terry, bless him from calling the bounces. I think he's slowly realizing that a wise man once says it's time to go. Right. Well, I think like he's starting to realize that actually needs to happen. Like that. Like he needs to listen to those words because like the guy that guy was right. The guy was right. Right, and he's starting to realize that now. I really do think he's starting to realize that one with the club is that Arteta is not the man. He's
Yeah,
not.
but the thing is, Arteta's not the right man. We need someone like, I would take someone like a Bielsa. He's organised, he's experienced. I would take someone like that, Bielsa.
Well, according to reports, we've already agreed a deal with Conte in principle.
I think Conte would do well
We have
though.
Well, hello. It's gone. Yeah,
I
it's
think I
gone now.
think Conte will do well.
Conte's
I
not going
just
to
have
come
this
to us,
feeling.
mate. Yeah, but Stephen Conte hasn't agreed personal terms with us.
Well, apparently they have agreed a deal in principle.
Courtoffside.com don't believe that. You believe it from David Ornstein. He ain't coming, mate.
No, you
What
don't know
makes you
yet.
think? Yeah, but what makes you think Conte's going to come? What makes you think that Stan Kroenke's going to go out and pay all that money?
If we come up with the right project,
He ain't going to come.
if Conte,
I think Conte might be drawn to the fact that there is something he might feel that there is history, quote unquote, to be made with the Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that might be the only thing that would make him come.
I think
Yeah,
the
but what
name
if he
as
wins?
well.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Hang on,
what
there's
if
two
he?
things. Hang
Yeah,
on.
but the thing is,
Before
what
you
if
say,
he wins his next
whoa,
two games?
whoa, hold the phone, right? Arteta could win whatever he wants. He ain't getting anywhere, right?
Right.
If like, how do we want to put this, right? One, Conte came in with Chelsea, were 10th,
Yeah.
right? Two. Now he came in because of the name. We've got a name at Arsenal, which is a bigger name than Chelsea is. There might be a better team, they're a bit, but we're a bigger name, right? Than Chelsea. Simple, right? And if we got the right project, which what Chelsea had, and we're
Yeah.
ready to put that project to him, he'll
Yeah, but
buy
how are
that.
we going to have the
He'll buy
project?
into that.
Vinay actually come out and admitted and actually said the other day something about youth process or something. Why? What are we supposed to? Are we trying to build
Oh
players
my
for the
God,
future?
Yeah.
We need
United,
players
It
in now.
that's what Edu
That,
is saying.
yeah,
that
that's
needs
what
to
it is in.
change. We need players. We need our football club back.
Yeah, but we can't have them back because we still have Edu and Arteta there. So we just have to make do with what we have.
Yeah,
That's the problem. So
yeah, Vinay, as he calls for unity in a message to club staff. Does that include Arteta? Oh my life, honestly, this guy. Yeah, yeah. Just trying to have a look. Standards. Try and find news articles on him. Significant. Uh, yeah, confirms our focus on youth, focused on youth project and calls for unity. Basically to trust the process. Our approach for this window is we fully recognise that we want to be on the pitch. Finish. Yeah, but if you may not notice, mate, we need players. You know what I mean? We need players now, not like 10 years time. You know what I mean? Like, where are they? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just a load of bollocks about how like our strategy is to fill the score with some of Europe's most exciting young talent. We mix of players from the academy and further afield. We can grow and develop under Mikel and take us. So basically, he's put all these eggs, as much as Arteta's fucking it up, he's put all the eggs in the Arteta beer basket with all
yeah,
these
but the
young
thing is, why
players.
has he actually put
And
it all in? Why has he actually put it all in the basket? Why has he actually done that?
because they're so hell bent of not being
On
proved
proving on
wrong.
exactly.
Because they don't want to
They
be
are
proved
determined
wrong.
to
They're digging
that's
their
it.
heels in. They're digging their heels in to not be proven wrong about Arteta. So they'll say, we'll give you all these young players and we'll tell everyone to back the process because we brought these young players in for you and you're going to be leading them for 3-4 years. So
They just
basically,
don't want to admit they're wrong.
they've created the bed, and we've now gone jumping into bed with fucking Mikel Arteta and Vinay and Edu, and like
Yeah.
we're now having to sleep with them, right? Because there's no other way of getting around it. Because that's what we've invested in. So we're screwed.
Yeah, but the thing
Pretty
is, when
much.
you say that, there must be another way. This is why people need to stop going to the games. People need to stop going to the games and that.
But who's going to do that? Come on.
But
These fans are gonna do that.
the
Yeah,
fans would not stop going to the games. You know
they
that.
won't stop doing that, especially after a pandemic.
Exactly. They want to even if that like I said on Twitter the other day, I know Arsenal has been shit, but I still look forward to our games. So you
Yeah,
cannot
that's the
tell
thing.
the fans to stop going to the games.
Them
Nobody's going to do
fans,
that.
as much they will not. These fans will not. I'm gonna have to put that on mute, mate. I don't want to be copyrighted. Um, yeah, I don't think these fans will ever stop going to the games,
Stop. They
especially
won't.
after. No, especially after they've just had a pandemic. They've just been kept away from games for 18 months. There's no way they're gonna go. They're gonna go. They're not gonna not go back to the stadiums. It's like going out on the pool. It's hard.
Just
If
wanna give
Arsenal
me
are bringing
things.
young players, they could
You can
change the
change
manager who
everything.
likes working with youth, like Ten Hag. Ten Hag actually is a good option. Would he want to though? That's the thing. I don't know what Antonio Conte's record is with young players.
But Conte has this history of always fighting anywhere he goes. So that's the fear, and I'm sure
Yeah.
our owners would look at, so because he never lives peacefully. After every stint with every club, is either he's sacked or Conte never lives peacefully, but he does get the job done. So I think probably he shouldn't be a long-term coach. Just come get the club back into shape, and then he leaves. Because if Conte stays, the damage is going to do is definitely going to be worse than he met us in, because it's just going to scatter everything in the back room. Conte has this history of always fighting with the owners and everything. So but I think I want him to come on a short-term basis, do what he needs to do, and then leave. And then where we shop for a suitable coach to manage us long term, which is definitely not Arteta. And if possible, probably try and poach one of the Premier League coaches if they would come. I think that's our best bet for now. But I don't think Arteta is the man to take us to where we should be. Ah,
Yep, absolutely. I don't think it is. Is again? It all comes down to the fact that Arteta is not the man. He's not the
nope,
man at all,
nope.
and he won't be. I don't think he ever will be the man. To he won't
It's
ever
just his
be the man to
stubbornness
take us
still
forward.
keeping him with us.
No,
His
it's
arrogance and his stubbornness.
it is it's arrogance. The fact that he still thinks he's good enough to take the job and still be in the job, and it's also that like stubbornness to not admit that he's wrong.
He's wrong, yeah. And that's
So it's
what
a mixture of the
that was
two.
part of the issue Wenger had before he left.
You
That
know,
was part of the issue Wenger had his tail end of the season.
it's just it feels like Zaki. It feels like a. It does. It feels like how do I put it? It feels exactly like a how do I put this? A Wenger 2.0. That's how it looks.
No, no,
Right?
no,
If you
no.
see, if
Wenger
you
was
see,
better.
no, if you see, no, no, no. If you see the way he acts now in press conferences, right?
That's how Wenger acted towards the tail end.
It's exactly way Wenger acted at the end.
Yeah,
If you saw the last 2 years of Wenger, it's like
yeah.
you remember the like. Do you remember the one? What was it? Why you always look at me?
Oh my God,
You
Wenger
remember that?
lost it. Wenger
Yeah, you
really
remember
lost
that?
it, man. Wenger actually lost it. And I cannot believe I'm actually saying this now, but there's sometimes Wenger made me really mad. Like I'll be like, this man is so stubborn. Like,
It's so
ah,
stubborn, isn't it?
and sometimes I'll
It's
just
so
scream,
bad.
like, Wenger, what is wrong with you? Wenger was stubborn, he was. But that's what made us love him anyways. That was part of his charm.
Honestly, honestly, this guy is just
But Arteta is just clueless. There's nothing anybody would tell me. Arteta has no idea. He won the Community Shield by a stroke of luck. His first games with us were just lucky, and I think it had to do with
That's
the.
not a trophy, by the way. That's not a trophy. That's a dinner plate.
Please, that's a trophy. That's the only thing that's making me still
It's a
believe
dinner
we've not
plate.
gone trophyless
But
like Man United.
no, it's a dinner plate. We won the FA Cup, unlike Man United, so that's not gonna
But
last long. The way it's going,
nah, it's not. Nah.
right?
Man U
You
would
really,
definitely win a trophy this season. I know that.
the treble.
No. They win a trophy this season.
I was gonna say, I thought you said win the treble. I thought fucking hell.
Nah, no.
Jesus,
They'll
no,
probably
no, no.
win the Carabao or FA maybe.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there and say Man United are going to win the league. I really don't want to say that. They might be one of the
I would
favourites
rather
because
Liverpool
of
win it.
Ronaldo. Yeah, they're the least noisy. Or Man City because they're not there.
I would rather Liverpool or Man City win
Do you know
it
why?
back
Do
to
you know
back.
why? No one minds Man City winning it because there's no fans to banter. There's
And then
Charlie.
it will annoy United fans too.
Yeah, but there's Charlie, but like that's about it. Unlike and they don't usually like gloat about it too much. Charlie might try to, but like the others don't really. I'd find it's Man United fans. If Man United fans were fucking hell, you never hear the end of
Nah,
it.
City winning the
Yeah.
league is
Do you
going
know
to
what's
be
funny is
better.
they love to say we're not rivals, right? We're not on their level, right? In terms of rivalry, right? So why are you always talking about us?
Man United fans
We're in
are.
your head. We're in your
I
head
like the
rent
fact that
free.
they are trophyless.
Every
That's the only
time,
thing I can use.
every time I've been on a Man United stream or I've been on like
They
a
keep on saying
stream
they're
of
not
Man
our
United fans,
mates. Yes.
they're always giving that low jab blows to say, oh yeah, and Arsenal they got nothing, have they? So it's shit.
That's why
They're,
I don't
they're
bounce
always
on
saying it.
United
They're
fans.
always doing that, and I'm just like, if we are not your rivals, why do you talk about us
I don't bounce with them
so much?
anymore because I get
Sometimes
sad.
they talk to us more than they do about Liverpool.
Nah,
That's the funny thing.
Liverpool are their rivals, but for some reason they just love to jab us because come on, we are there for the taking. Anybody can throw jabs at us and it will stick. They know that they
Yeah,
don't have much ammunition on Liverpool fans because Liverpool has won the league in recent times more than they had. You know they can't say much to Chelsea fans because Chelsea are current European champions. You know they can't say to anything to City. So Arsenal is just there for the taking. So everybody just facing Arsenal and just having a go. So you can't really
well,
blame them.
I
That's why they
I
face
can in a
us.
sense because even when they were successful, they were still like saying we're not on their level and that, and I'm like, so
That's
why are you talking
I
about us
guess
then?
it had to do with the unbeaten season where they had to be the ones to ever because they being
Yeah,
the ones that broke that
mate.
unbeaten. So since then,
Yeah. But you had a chance to stop it in the first place, right? But your man hit the bar.
I just don't want United to win anything.
Right.
But it's hard because they have the players to win it. I
You're
really don't
doing
want them to win.
you're doing well on you. Big up, must see. How are you? Big big up. Conte is known for not working good with young players and
I
just
just spending
spending
money
money on new
on
signings.
new
He's not
players.
known for getting the best out of young players.
That's true.
But that would be why Arsenal would go for him because they don't go with someone that's got actually any fucking class. That doesn't actually match the project. This is the
My
thing.
sister just said it.
This is the thing. Like, this is the thing, right? It seems like you're obsessed with. I'm not obsessed with United, right? They're obsessed with us. Like, it's the other way around.
Yes.
Right?
My sister just said
What
this
I
is
would
a good
just.
manager. Anthony. Nah.
No,
Other teams just want us to be with Arteta so they can continue laughing at us.
Conte is for just spending money on these guys, not the young players. Look, this is the thing: is that I don't think if the Arsenal quite noticed. Neither does Arteta. Martinelli. Right? He burns out Smith Rowe. He burns out Saka. He doesn't play Martinelli. He shipped off Saliba on a loan.
Saliba, and then the thing with
Yeah.
Maitland-Niles, I don't know what's happening there.
Maitland-Niles, he could have let him go. No, he's keeping him.
Why
against
didn't he
his
let
will
him go? And he's not playing him.
because he's a twat. Simple as that.
Like
Because
I saw
yeah.
Maitland-Niles tweet, and I was struggling to understand what's happening there. Why not
Yeah.
let him go?
And it's simple as that. It just doesn't. I don't think he likes him at all. So Maitland-Niles, that's another one. Willock, right, is a great ball playing centre back midfield.
But he just refused to play him.
Right, he just didn't give him a second chance. Just shipped him out.
And then
Right, he
Saliba.
doesn't like young players at all. So at what point buying all these young players is going to convince him to use them? He ain't good.
He's not even using the ones we have. Martinelli hardly gets playing time. And we all know how good he is. But for some reason, that doesn't seem to like him. And then when he does decide to play him, he plays him out of position.
That back three was still the back three from Wenger's era, and people want to tell me he plays with young players. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break, honestly. Honestly, come on, give me a break. Jesus, honestly, I might as well.
Anyways, I hope we lose this coming weekend. I really hope we do.
Well, I'm not gonna sit there and say that, but
I know it's not a proper thing to say, but that's the only hope. That's the only way something might happen. Because if we win, trust me, they're going to plaster over the cracks. Everybody will say, "Oh, the Arsenal is back! Yay! Our season just started! Yay!" And then we win the next 2 games, and then everybody forgets how shit we are. Like everybody forgets, and then we face the Southampton or West Ham, and then they hammer us, and then the same old wailing. This circle is getting tired. So the sooner something just shocks us out of our reality and just for us to know that yes, this is our reality now. We are bad. There is nothing we can do about it. It's better for us because we'll win by next week, and then everybody says, "Okay, Arsenal is back." Yeah, everybody's all smiling. Arteta in, they come out full, and we forget how shitty we are. And then the cycle continues over again. And before you know, we're finishing 10th or 11th in the season. No, we deserve better than that.
Yeah, we deserve anything we get as well. So, but yeah. There's not much more I'm going to say, really. It's just the same old bullshit that we're going to probably hear from the club all season long, and it's just going to be the same drawn-out, miserable season. Arteta will get sacked whenever they seem like it's worth doing. I don't think we'll win against. I don't think we'll win against Norwich. I don't think we'll win against Norwich. I don't think it will.
I don't think we'll win.
I think we'll probably draw.
I don't. Yeah, it is more because Norwich they smell
we'll
blood.
Lose against Burnley.
Definitely.
We'll lose against Burnley, right? For sure. Because it's Sean Dyche and Burnley.
And then we have the North London Derby. Oh Jesus Christ!
Fuck's sake.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh God!
I mean, I'm hoping it's gonna be like. It's gonna be.
No matter how bad our season is, I hate losing to Spurs.
Yeah.
But that's one game I really hope we win, and it's at the Emirates. That's one game I'm just hoping we win. No matter how bad, no matter how much I want Arteta out, I just hope he wins that game because trust me.
I just hope. As much as I hate Arteta, I just like it's one of them. As long as I don't mind it, as long as he's making expressions. Do this.
Tell me this ain't a penalty, blood. You fucking tell me this isn't a penalty, blood. I swear down, this better not be a penalty, blood. No! Oh my fuck! Nah!
You love to see it. The only problem was
Oh
his
my
internet wasn't
goodness.
working very well, so we could get a clear picture. It's just
Oh
like,
God.
that is
No
probably
matter
like
how
the
bad we
best.
are.
That is the best reaction I've ever seen. Like, there's another reaction. I think it was a West Ham game where the second goal goes in. It finally gets given as a goal. It's just like that. It just literally falls off the chair. He just collapses on the floor. And by
No
the way,
matter
guys,
how.
I'm not going to do that. So I'll probably split my head open on the table on the way down and smack my head on the floor and then end up going to A&E.
But the North London derby always comes with a different vibe. So I am always optimistic each time we play Spurs at the Emirates. So I feel that game.
Leave expressions alone, mate. Guy is a legend. Yeah, he is a legend. I love watching him, but it's funny as fuck when when he loses. It's funny as fuck. Do you know what's
Okay.
funny? No, I've got to pull something up about expressions. Right, I was watching this last Don Robbie show they were on about, and he's going about Spurs being top and Arsenal being at the bottom, and obviously, and
Uh,
he was now all the way to the end of the last season. He was going on about Eric Dyer. He said, "Get him out of my club. Get him out of my club." Like Eric Dyer is shit. Right now, 3 games into this season, he's like Virgil
Eric
van
Dyer.
Dyer, Virgil van Dyer, and I'm like, you flip flop, you flip flop. You wanted him out, and now you're calling him Virgil van Dyer. What are
Yeah,
you on
because
about?
no, that's the thing about Spurs fans. Today, their worst player today can be their best player tomorrow.
That's the level, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just what they are.
But then again, to be honest, we're getting towards that level. It's getting that bad.
Ah,
I'm not gonna lie.
but I feel we would win that game. The Burnley game we're not going to win the Burnley game, but the North London derby, it's at the Emirates. Arteta knows better than to lose at the Emirates to Spurs. He knows better than that.
Oh, he
Arteta
better not
knows.
lose to Spurs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he better know.
And
He played
the
for
fans are
Arsenal.
back, so I think we're going. I don't think we would lose. The fans are back. He knows. He knows that the North London derby is a different game entirely. He has experience. He played in about 4 or 5, so he knows what it means to the fans. I don't think he would, no matter how shitty he is, he would select the team that would go and. But don't forget,
Yeah,
Spurs are in the form of their
to be
life
honest,
now.
I don't put anything past this manager. I don't put anything past this manager.
But he
This
knows
manager,
better.
this manager could honestly, he could easily fuck it up. He could just if he managed to fuck it up against
Nah, I don't think. Nah,
Villarreal, against
he's
Villarreal.
no the Villarreal. I think the Villarreal was down to nerves and him just being arrogant because when I saw his lineup, I'm like, you have never played a false nine, even in training, and then you choose arguably the biggest game of your career to field a formation you have never tried before. That's just arrogance. That is not. That's just Arteta being as arrogant as he can ever be. But this is the North London derby. He knows. Arteta knows what is at stake. He would not do something stupid as to play in the first
Talking
line
about
against
United, now you talk about Spurs. Worry about
or to
mate. I
shambles.
know
Oh
my
my
club's a
goodness.
shambles. I know my club's a shambles. I don't need telling. I don't need telling. Right? But like some Spurs fans after 3 games like to think they've won the bloody league. Right? You
Well,
may not notice this.
they are
Right?
top of the
If you
league.
finished in August, well done. You've won the league. Right? If you finished in August, well done. You may not notice there's another 35 games to
Well,
go.
they are top in the
You ain't,
league, so
yeah, but
you have to. If Arsenal were there too, you know what our fans would be saying. So
yeah. No, look. To be honest, like that, our fans are. To be honest, like, right,
our fans
we
are the
can't
worst.
even.
We do the most.
We're shit. I know that. Yeah. Hello. Can't trust. Um. Can't trust Arteta to run a bath. Love the questions. He chuckled. He chucked that. Oh, is that Edu? I take it. Yeah. Like, it's like, oh my god, what am I doing here? So yeah, but I'm gonna have to call it I'm gonna have to call it an evening, to be honest. There's not much we can go over that we haven't gone over already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe button. And yeah, like I said, we've got like I hope I don't have to have this here too long, but I am giving it away, so I don't want it. Of course, it's that. It's new Man United top. Like, before anyone says it is like it's officially licensed. It is an actual official product. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes on the back, and if you know any Man United fans that are interested and want to watch the show, basically all you do is get involved in the comments, leave your comments at any stream from now till Friday. I could pick one random person at the comments to win the prize. Obviously, it is gonna be a Man United fan, of course, because there's no point giving it to a fucking Man City fan, is it? Like, well,
I
I
give
don't
it to
know.
United
I don't
fans.
know. I don't know. Like,
Maybe they want to win it and then burn it. You never can tell.
yeah, you never know. But there you go. The only reason why we won the FA Cup is because Arteta put Chelsea down.
Oh my god.
Man. Anyway, we're gonna. Yeah, you think I'm negative? This guy's on another level. Like this guy. Anyway, we're gonna have to leave it there. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe button. Tomorrow we have got the race watch along for the Grand Prix, the Dutch Grand Prix, round 13 of the Formula World Championship. We've then got the football, which is the England game versus Andorra. We've got match reaction straight after that as well. So make sure you check those out. But we are back tomorrow at what time? We're back at 9:45. We're back 9:45 p.m. We're back at 1:40 p.m. tomorrow with the F1 watch along. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we will see you guys soon. Take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.